All right, Baltimore Informer people. I'm going to show you some information that the other media outlets don't have the guts to show you. And that's about this unfortunate tragedy that happened this past Thursday, August 28th, 2025. There was a triple homicide in Catonsville, which is a part of Baltimore County, Maryland. And 3 people, one age 43, the other age 42, and a 6-year-old child were all killed by gunshot. And the alleged perpetrator was the father of the 6-year-old. Well, this is what the media outlets won't show you. That is, he had a pretty decent record of different things over the years. So first of all, let's look at this traffic citation. We're going to dig into this together because I haven't fully looked at this record yet. So he was driving a motor vehicle while his license was suspended. And yeah, so he got probation on that one. And then this next one is something called worldwide asset purchasing. By the way, the suspect in this case, pretty much more than likely he is the one that did it. But I can't say that for a fact. But his name is Mustafa Sharieff. I believe that's how you pronounce that. So let's see. Next card. I'm going to assume this is a credit card company. He owed money on a credit card or some kind of loan. So there you go. He had a judgment. And it looks like he never paid it back. Okay. Yeah. As far as I can tell. Okay, back to okay, so here we have State of Maryland Auto Insurance Fund. So I guess he was driving without insurance, and then they do a claim against somebody who is driving without insurance. Oh, there's his full name, by the way. Mustafa Abbullah Sharieff. $25,000 claim. Oh my goodness. I wonder if his wife at the time, and we'll get to that in a second, I wonder if his wife was aware of this claim that he had. Now, I know this is back during the year 2005, but still, if you're getting with somebody who was driving without insurance or driving without a license, yeah. Okay, so here we go. So he was working for Schindler Elevator Corporation. Not that they're involved with this or anything, but that's how they do this. So his wages were being garnished. And yeah. Some other group as well. Some other company. Yep. So it looks like looks like he got into a car accident with somebody. This is a very long document, by the way. So I'll just keep scrolling through it. But yeah, if you're driving without insurance and you hurt somebody or cause a lot of property damage, you're in trouble. You know? I know it's not cool to take the bus or to take a taxi cab, but, you know, I mean, look at this. It just, the record just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. So I'll go to the next one. And this is a contract claim from a dentist. So he owed about $200. Yep. I feel a cough coming on. You know, pardon me in advance if I cough. I was sick last week, And I still got a nagging feeling in my throat. But yeah, there you go. What an upstanding guy. $200, you know, plus some court fees. I mean, that's not a huge deal compared to this other stuff. So, excuse me. There's the cough. So this is a hospital claim from Sinai Hospital. Are they even still around? Anyway, moving on. Kmart Properties. I'm going to guess that is money he owes for an apartment. You know? More than likely. That's just a guess. I mean, a lot of this is just me quickly looking at these and guessing. So I may be completely off base. He may have worked for that company and then owed them money for some reason. It's a possibility. Okay, now here we have a child support claim from 2007. So, yeah. Again, things happen. I'm not going to blame somebody for getting a divorce or whatever, but now we have a domestic violence issue, which was a temporary restraining order. And was that granted? Yes, it was. Court orders that. More than likely, that was Tamika Press who filed that one. Maybe not. And then, yeah. So it just keeps going on and on and on. You know, it doesn't seem like there's... Okay, so this was a criminal case, it looks like. So there's the protective order. And... yeah. Here's a criminal case. And this one is for violation of protection order. All right. And here we have another one from Cross Keys Dental. Or is that the same one as before? I think this is a different one. Okay. Well, looks like that judgment expired, so the dentist never was able to collect their money. Possibly. And then, so here's Mustafa's first divorce back in February 2008. And then we have another traffic citation. All right. And it is driving a rental motor vehicle in violation of rental agreement. Oh boy. He got probation on that one. And then, let's see. I'm not sure why that didn't get changed. Well, I guess I didn't click on it, the divorce one. Okay, next is another traffic violation. This one was 3 years after that, in 2011. So we have, let's see, driving a motor vehicle on a suspended license. Didn't learn his lesson from the first time. Okay. And then next one is another traffic citation. That one was a couple months later. And this time it is another driving while license suspended. Oh boy. What was the judgment on this one? Another probation. Okay. Now this one, he sued somebody named Shane Sobel for $15,000, and it was dismissed and satisfied. Let's see. Judgment in favor of Mustafa. Okay, there we go. It was reduced from about $15,000 down to $5,000, but, that's how it goes. I won't go into the details of this one. And let's see. So Mustafa was okay for about 5 years. And then he had another traffic citation. And this time it is the state of Maryland versus him. Looks like he was pulled over by the state police. And he was driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay. So, there you go. What did he get on that one? Probation yet again. Probation yet again. $500 fine, about $23 of court costs, plus another $35, plus suspended license, $400. So yeah, don't drink and drive, people. It's a bad idea. Here's another one. Same date. And we got another, so it's a attempting to drive or driving vehicle while impaired by alcohol. Okay. And then we have United Services Automobile Association. He's an interpleader. I'm not sure what that means. But okay. Oh. There's another Muhammad here. So this is Muhammad, but then there's Mustafa. Oh, so Mustafa was a defendant in this case. Okay. Not sure why, but yeah. So the judgment was what? Actually, wait a minute. This was from this year? Okay, so this was an open case from an insurance company. Okay. Well, he's no longer a defendant on that case. But here's what probably caused the triple homicide, the very unfortunate, tragic triple homicide. Chantel filed for divorce on August 18th. And there was reports on a subject call. So this may not have happened last Thursday, but we're talking 10 days after this woman filed for divorce. Now wait a minute. Okay, so they did still live together. Okay. And unfortunately, that's that. And these court records have not been updated yet to acknowledge that the parties are all decedents now, as of August 31st when I'm recording this. But yeah, that's probably what you'll not hear from other media outlets. It's really sad, honestly. But people need to understand that when you don't take a background check on somebody, and you get involved with somebody who, hasn't exactly been an upstanding citizen. I don't have a clean record either. I was sued back in, I was 24 years old or 23 years old at the time, and it was a bad business deal. And, I basically finally put my foot down and said, no, I'm not going to keep doing more things for you for free. And until, I'm paid what you owe me, I'm withholding some stuff from you. And now I did make the mistake of not getting receipts, but I learned my lesson. Haven't been sued since. Haven't had to deal with the court system since 2009. Yeah. So anyway, that's me. Point is, you got to look into people before you get involved with them romantically. And I'm not blaming Chantel. Don't get me wrong. I am not blaming Chantel. Definitely not blaming the child in this case. Oh boy, man. But, when the government keeps giving people probation, letting people off on different things, bad things can happen. And, as we saw, he had a DUI, DWI. So he was a drinker. And when you get alcohol or other drugs involved with guns, it can lead to bad things. So anyway, rest in peace to the innocent. Rest in piss to Mustafa. He doesn't deserve any sympathy.